Hi guys, welcome to our final video in the series of 5. In this video I'll be discussing NLP and the interview as a whole. NLP, what is NLP? So NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It was a series of techniques developed by two psychologists in the 1970s in California, and it was a complex modelling to help change behavioural patterns. And what we've been able to find over the process of studying NLP is it can be applied to the interview process. So NLP is 3 types of thought process these guys found. The first one is visual, and that represents visual thinkers. So that would be people who would say, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? That type of question. You have auditories, so that's kind of people who base their thought processes on what they hear. So you would be questioned, have you heard much about our organisation? And then you would have kinesthetic thought process, which is gut feeling, emotional thought. What we suggest is when you attend the interview, we really would encourage you to communicate as a visual thinker. So you would be saying things like, I see myself working here, this is my vision for my career, because for a couple of reasons really. The first one is you will be communicating in a style that the interviewer that you have in front of you will work with. So if you look at the majority of directors, partners, studies show that they tend to be visual thinkers. They base and run their businesses on visual thought. So you'll be communicating in a style which is similar to theirs. And a part of what NLP is about is matching and mirroring. The second point is visual thinking is the most positive language that you can do. An example would be if somebody asked you why you're interviewing at that particular firm, if you said one of my friends had told me it's a good place to work, or my gut feeling is I would enjoy it here, or you say something along the lines of I really see myself working here, it's a far more positive way of communicating. Also, if you get asked visual thinking questions, answer them as a visual thinker. So if you get asked the question of where do you see yourself in 5 years' time, don't respond with my gut feeling is I will be here. Respond in a visual thinking way. So you're mirroring and matching language again to the interviewers. Also, what's quite subtle about that is if you communicate in that language, the people that are interviewing you will take pictures in their mind's eye. And then again, that's a very powerful seed to sow during the interview. We've talked a lot about matching and mirroring. Not everybody is a visual thinker, so do try and assess the people that are interviewing you and almost match and mirror the way that they communicate. We also talked a little bit about, or we're going to talk a little bit about marginal gains. Obviously you probably heard that term from sport, cycling, runners, they're always looking for marginal gains in what is a very, very competitive market. You may be pitching for a job against a dozen people, there may be lots of interviews going. You have to think about ways in which you can gain marginal gains. It's a competition. So in terms of all the interview videos we've done, each one of those, if you give it everything in terms of preparation, good start to the meeting, good body of the interview, your questions are well prepared and you deliver those questions well, and also you can give some of these marginal gains in terms of how you communicate and how you present yourself during the interview, then you should be able to beat the competition to getting that job. And the other challenge I would set you is to have a think about, once you've looked at your CV, once you've prepared for the interview, what are those marginal gains you can bring to that interview? Is it your previous experience? Is it your attitude? Is it the way you present? So it's something definitely to consider so that you can beat the competition. So if you've studied or had a look at all 5 of these videos, you should be in a good place now in terms of attending your interview. But if at the end of this video and the other series, the rest in the series, you want to have a discussion or you need some advice from Origin Legal, please get in touch. We'll be very happy to help you with your process. Thanks very much.